I'm assuming you think this lady offed her husband, but someone was tied up with the curtain cord. There are no marks on the victim's wrist, so it wasn't him who was tied up.
What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to another video today. And in today's video, I will be covering the brand new show that just ended, High Potential. Now, High Potential is kind of your run-of-the-mill show. And that's kind of, I want to go in and get this out front, that this is a mini complaint because TV hasn't changed over the years. If you've seen The Mentalist, if you've seen Lucifer, if you've watched any show on any network, they love doing this. They're like, oh man, we've got somebody really smart. They're better than the police. And they're like, they're a consultant. And that's kind of what you get. Now, in certain shows like Lucifer, that show worked for me, for example, pretty much just because you have the twist of him actually being the devil. You have the twist of him kind of being like on this vigilante quest, and you had kind of stuff going on in the background. But in this show, it's kind of just the same if you've watched like Mentalist, something like that. But it's a nice change of pace because it's got likable characters. So the main character named Morgan, she is pretty much like this prodigy. She's like really, really smart. She's doing what she needs to be doing, whatever. And she ends up being this cleaning lady at this office in this police station, and she ends up solving this case for them. And instead of them firing, letting her go and suing her or whatever because she's messing with, you know, stuff that she shouldn't be, like evidence and stuff, they give her a job. And this show is kind of like like I said, once again, run-of-the-mill. It's very run-of-the-mill. Every single week, every single episode is a new case. But I love the backdrop. So the backdrop of this show is that she's looking for her husband. Her husband, you know, as she says, is not in anything bad, not into, you know, doing this and that. He's like an artist, okay? And he decides to just kind of leave on his family. And like she says, she's like, I know him. She's like, he would not just leave us like that. So we don't know if he's kidnapped. We don't know if he's killed. We don't know what's happened to him. But he's been missing for like almost a decade. And so she's trying to find him. And so she kind of makes a deal with the police where she's like, hey, I'll help you guys solve these cases if in the background you guys help solve my husband's disappearance, death, whatever it is. And so, like I said, Morgan's kind of like one of these characters that you really end up clinging to. You really actually like her. I really like her portrayal of this character. She's a lot of fun to be around. Definitely when you tune in every single week like I was. Even when a few cases were kind of like, oh, okay, I'm kind of bored, she was kind of carrying the ship around, right? She's one of these characters that you kind of like. She's more kind of down to earth, and what I mean by that is that even though she's super smart, she's got a bunch of kids. You know, like I said, she don't know where her husband's at, and she's got a new man who's now an ex, but you know, she had 2 kids with him, for example, and like it's just kind of like a lot of things that normal people go through. Like even like her, because she's so smart, she is couponing, she's doing this and that, like she's trying to make sure she's paying rent, groceries, blah blah, and like it was very relatable, at least as far as the writers were concerned. And I really want to throw out flowers where flowers are due. And so with a show like this, I just kind of come on here and just make a quick little review and just talk about how much I really liked it. And like I said, outside of those little bitty nitpicks, the show is pretty good. There's not a whole lot of action because Morgan is the main focus character, so she's not the one doing all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But overall, like where the show kind of ends, I am excited to see where it goes in the future, simply because they kind of set up some stuff with like maybe like a serial killer going on, some more stuff for her husband, giving you some more hints just to try to get you through to the next season. But I do think the show is popular enough. I know it got renewed for season 2, but hopefully we wanted to figure out what happened to her husband, because like I said, that's the main focal point of the background of the show that I'm kind of there for, and I'm really loving and enjoying. And so yeah, please like and subscribe for more if you guys enjoyed this show, and let me know down below in the comments if you watched this show, and if you didn't watch the show, will you be checking it out? Catch you guys on the next one.
To a crime scene. The cleaning lady's rearranging my boards.